you all so much for joining us today. Can you introduce yourselves and tell everyone a little bit about the company that you work for?
Yes, I'm Jay Stuga. I'm the owner and CEO of Additive Innovators, as well as the founder of Louisiana Additive Manufacturing Association. We focus on 3D printing, bringing it to the industry, as well as 3D scanning, bringing these advanced manufacturing techniques to our state to make them more efficient, more profitable, and get jobs out on time.
Hi, Dan Gross with Textron Systems. We're a publicly traded company, but locally we are a DoD contractor, and we build ship-to-shore connectors, which is a Navy hovercraft in East New Orleans. Our company builds everything from airplanes to golf carts, helicopters, anything that is a really neat build.
Drink the mic.
Allison Thomas. That's loud. I'm an HR manager with Latrim and Interlocks. We are a privately held organization in the Harahan area, built here, but we are now a global organization, close to 4,000 employees in multiple countries. And we hire a lot of engineers, but we're also production manufacturing. So anything you can think of from people who are assembling parts and working on machines to the engineers and the executive leadership team. Great company to work for, and we have a lot of opportunity here.
All right. I can corroborate what at least two of them have said. I've worked both at Textron and at Interlocks, which is a Latrim company. So I'm Luke Wright, COO of Vivace Corporation. We're a tenant at the MAF facility, so that's the Michoud Assembly Facility, the rocket facility. We specialize in composite overwrap pressure vessels for spacecraft. So that can be anything from a satellite to really a number of things. Classified programs for DoD, commercial space programs, the CLIPS program. I'm proud to say that we recently made history with fuel tanks and pressure tanks that landed on the moon. Here on March 4th March 4th or 5th with Firefly. It's with Vivace's tanks built here, right here in the greater New Orleans area here in MAF. So we also specialize in friction stir welding. So if you don't know what friction stir welding is, come talk to me. It's a highly specialized, non-additive filler metal done with just high friction and torque. So we're one of the only non-OEM publicly traded companies that own our own machine from a friction stir welding capability. But we're going a growth path. That's kind of our two main business lines, and we're kind of looking at what else is out there on the terrestrial side, so ground-based side. You're starting to see some of those technologies move their way into things like Textron build. We'll try to see if we can get some things like Allison builds, take on some technology here. But again, a lot of growth here in the next few years for the state of Louisiana, and we're happy to have it.
So we have not landed on the moon, but we make modular conveyor belt systems, and we have made enough belt to take us to the moon.
I love it. I love it. So you may have answered this in your introduction, but what are your principal products and clients today? And how has that evolved over the last several years?
Our principal clients right now, we're working directly with ExxonMobil, Shell, Chevron in the petrochem business, helping them convert physical assets to digital assets, managing the digital assets, and making them readily available to produce anywhere in the world.
Nothing about Vivace.
We're excited to be partnering with Vivace very soon.
Okay, so locally, can everyone hear me? Locally, we're marine and land systems. So like I said, we're a worldwide company, but we build the ship-to-shore connector. So our customer is the Navy. We're a DoD contractor. We've got about 700 employees that support that. some previous employees on stage as well. We've really evolved from, I would say, rapid prototyping to productionization, where it's all about cost out and efficiency and getting the customer delivery on time and on target. So we're really in the execution phase.
So we make modular conveyor belt systems, conveyance systems. That division is called Intralocks. It is the biggest division that we have. They have about 60,000 customers across the world. We also have Latrim Machinery that makes shrimp peelers, nut roasters, nut pasteurizers, and then we continue to develop other applications for those types of equipment. Moving into maybe dog food, roasting, a lot of different ideas there. We also spun out a company called Prime Shrimp. So if you're in the grocery store and you see shrimp boil in a bag, those are actually really, really good. I would not hawk that if I didn't believe in it. And we have our own machine shop, and we have a company called Repair Stair that makes an alternating tread stairway system. The reason we have these different product lines is because this company was founded on the ideas and inventions of the founder, J.M. Lapierre. And so he was a very creative cat, and he had a lot of different patents under his belt before he died, and some of these have become our source of business. The Interlocks piece is, of course, the biggest, most rapidly growing. And yeah, we have a lot of customers, and we're definitely global.
Still no competition in that market, right?
A little bit. They're trying.
So I think I hit most of kind of what we do, but I want to talk a little bit more about really, our owners. Recently were acquired by private equity. A company goes by the name of Cerberus Capital Management, and they, it's really exciting what they're trying to put together and increase the defense national base here locally as well as across the United States. So they've got a specific fund that's out there purchasing these smaller companies like Vivace. I say we're about 70 employees today with kind of growth, kind of double that over the next 2 years. But it's trying to bolt together like capable companies, and that's what's super exciting about what we're doing at Vivace. Besides landing on the moon, I mean. But so we've got multiple of those CLIPS programs in process. So we're with Ever. When I say CLIPS, is Commercial Lunar Payload Services. So that's the push to get to the moon, then to get the moon to Mars. So we're integral in that portion of it. So we're with companies like Astrobotic, Firefly, Blue Origin, just kind of go through the list of new space where we have them as customers as we do end-to-end manufacturing and engineering for them. So,
What does the future look like for your industry? Over the next, let's say, 5 to 10 years, what do you project or predict?
I predict everyone will own 3D printers and 3D scanners. It was going to reduce the carbon emissions that we're using on transportation by digitally sending files around the world and printing near the source of consumption. Big time digitalization and 3D printing for sure.
For us, I think it's an interesting time when you look at AI. Last year it wasn't even really understood as anything more than an interesting thing, and now we're really looking at it from a design capability to act as an engineer and a second look at if things are going to function correctly. The learning and knowledge that our workforce has can be pulled down into just a single unit to where you can ask any question, any design, and it takes the prototyping out of it. It's going to save a significant amount of money and time.
So our clients, what the product that we make is to allow our customers to move their product more quickly, safely, effectively, efficiently. So if you think about the world and the way that we are moving products and sharing items, so I don't see any stoppage in what we're providing for the world. So you got people are moving food, medicine, clothes, logistics and material handling. One of our bigger clients is Amazon, the USPS. We're not gonna stop sending things to each other, so I don't see that stopping. Everyone likes their 2-day deliveries. That's part of our product, or what it provides. So new products are really, really fun for us. We do put millions of dollars back into innovation every year. A product that we have in Middle East is called Water Screen. It's another really interesting new thing that's about to take off. So that's a lot of fun, be a part of an organization that constantly is coming up with new applications for design. Our engineers, most of our engineers are patenting a lot of different ideas. And I don't see that there's any real stoppage in what we do. Of course, all companies to some extent might be tied to either an economy or something that's going on politically. So those can cause you little dips and drops every now and then. But in general, what we provide is valuable. And so, we're very, very positive about the future.
All right. I think kind of to expand on what I've said already, kind of how we're in this growth process. I really think, if you listen to kind of the Department of Defense current administration, we're really going to see a lot of focus in the Golden Dome realm, and that's going to consist of a lot of satellite arrays, at least specifically for Vivace, and a lot of support functions for that as we really focus on that from a national defense standpoint. So I think we're going to see a lot of growth over that in the next 4 years at a minimum. And then, coupled with, the additional, I kind of call it two legs of the stool with the space piece, but, trying to win some business from Textron over here on the land side and really start to kind of branch out into some other three-legged and four-legged stools that just kind of spit more product out that's not such long burn. Our business tends to be very long burn from start to finish, 3-year type of thing before you deliver a product. So, that's it.
Okay. All right. What job classifications do you frequently look to fill, and what are the general skill sets that are needed for those jobs?
The skill sets that are needed for the jobs are definitely a CAD background, any type of computer-aided drafting, computer science, also electrical engineering are the most common jobs that utilize our fields that could utilize our equipment.
Yeah, for a long time, we would try and push as an industry that you had to go to secondary education, right? After high school, you have to go to college. And because of that, there's a huge gap right now in the workforce. Over 400,000 welders short as a nation. So as we try and build back shipbuilding and tank building and actually making things, we really need to create a pipeline from high school to where the younger generation can see that it is a career that they're stepping into. So welders, outfitters, pipe fitters, all of the folks that are good with their hands is what we're really focused on recruiting.
So I would say, we do recruit. I can't even tell you the number of types of titles that we recruit for. Obviously, very heavy on the engineering side, and engineering would require the engineering degree. But definitely the mechanical, technical people who don't want to go get that degree and don't want to invest all that time and money certainly have a tremendous opportunity with us. And I feel like right now in Louisiana, with all of the billions of dollars that other companies are bringing into this state, there's so much more opportunity here. So if I was talking to a young person, I would say go to the technical side, learn what you can about computers, learn everything you can about electrical and mechanical knowledge. Those things can take you very, very far in a lot of different companies. But I'm not going to discourage someone who loves finance not to go into finance. Go into finance. We have an entire finance side. There's legal, there's administrative, there's anything you can possibly imagine with us. But I just think it's a very, very hopeful time for a lot of people looking for work right now.
Yep. So I would second, almost everything that they've said here. I think, in addition, specific to Vivace, getting some like technical mechanical skill roles, exposing yourself to machinists. We're hiring machinists, seeing a shortage in those as we start to see some of the kind of baby boomers, retire and get out from industry, especially in the aerospace industry. So, kind of second, if it's not, a college degree you're after, I think really looking into some of the other very hands-on, that you work hand in hand with engineering. And we have a lot of folks that, come in as a tech, aerospace tech, and, work their way and decide they want to be a friction stir weld engineer, get their credentials and move right into it, and frankly excel better than some of the folks who came in, right out of college. So I think, across the board, we're seeing need for both the tech and, obviously we've got positions across, highly skilled engineering and analysis and computational fluid dynamics and FEA and all the things that come with it. But I think it really is an opportunity with what we have here, just in this local area, to be able to increase our skill set.
So this has been some good information. I had one more question, but you all actually answered it. But I do want to give our audience, our job seekers from the area, a chance. Does anyone have a question for any of our panelists?
Yes, the gentleman with Vivace. I was just curious if y'all were hiring any aerospace technicians at the moment, because I was laid off from Boeing as an aerospace technician, and NASA issued. I got like 7 years experience.
Yeah, I think get with us. I have Nellie here in the front who'll be able to help us get contact together.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions?
So I'm in school for instrumentation. Do y'all have any areas where y'all need control system, automation, process management, anything like that? Do you think would be open and available?
So since the mic's in my hand and I didn't hit that, I'll start with that. Yeah, so I didn't hit on that. I mean, it's really seeing, skills in programming. We're seeing a lack in that ability, whether it's machine programming or other, support function programming need, for specific business needs. We have a whole test department at Vivace. We do, like I said, end-to-end engineering. I missed the word test. But we do take our all of our flight hardware and qualification hardware all the way up through test integration. Whether it's there's various ways that look. So yeah, absolutely.
I would say same here, machining, instrumentation technicians, 100%. You just have to, look for those look when you're ready, when you're finished school and you're ready for the full-time job, go ahead and drop your resume, look at our website. You'll definitely find some opportunities.
Yeah, and we've got it too. Luke mentioned it, that he forgot to say test. We have a test department as well. Systems integration, PLCs, all that coordination, we're hiring for that as well.
Could I do a follow-up? And just as a follow-up, do you know what would be available for getting that experience while I'm still pursuing my education?
Yeah, we do. We have internships. Come talk to me after this. We'll chat.
Yeah, I'm not sure where you are in your schooling career or tech, certification career, but I think finding some specific. I can't point them to you, but I just kind of as I sit out and listen to the academia, that's really where it should be focusing, is on some of the tools that allow you to hit the ground running at companies like Vivace, and I can speak for Textron as well. It's been a few decades for you, but I think reach out to find those certifications that match, whether it's some certain programming of a CNC machine, Haas machines, those kinds of things. That's you'll hit the ground running with that, at least for us.
Do you want to add anything else?
Any additional questions? These have been some really good questions. Good follow-up. Well, join me in thanking our Advanced Manufacturing and Aerospace panel.